Kari, where did you go?
Where'd you go?
Where did you come from?
The important information here is that Kari does have approximately 10 pens on the table. And
that
her
is an
answer
assessment.
Oh, well, hang on. And her answer to David's question of where are you going was, I was looking for more pens. So now we're at like 15. Is that fair?
All different brands. I see 3 different brands down there.
Guys,
at least.
I love pins. If you want to send pins to me because of the podcast and you want me to take notes with your pins and see if they're podcast note-taking pins, send them my way. I will try them.
Kari
out.
loves Pin Island.
What is that?
I don't get what that
I'm
means.
offended? I don't know.
It can also stand for Penis Land.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are pathetic. Hello, friends. My name is Tessa Wolford, and you're listening to Misconceptions, the Maple Valley Chronicles.
The city of Maple Valley. Looking at it now, you wouldn't even know this city used to be run by gangs. The good people of this town used to go out every night with the expectation of meeting a grisly end. That was a long time ago, though. Most folks now think of Maple Valley as heaven on earth. It may have cleaned up a bit since then, but don't be fooled by its pretty cleaned up face. Maple Valley is still one hell of a place to live. People in this town still got secrets. They still got vices. And that's just what the sleepers, the people who can't really see the reality of the city, can see. They can't see the reincarnated god riding the monorail next to them, or the blood-sucking creature of the night that they cross paths with every day. That's all covered up by the mist. So yeah, Maple Valley's still got lots of secrets. Some of them dangerous. And if you go pulling at that thread, you might not like what you find. So I guess my question to you is, do you really want to risk losing everything you know to learn what you don't?
Okay, so as we open up this episode, we see a black screen. It just kind of lingers on this black screen for a little bit before we see...
Text from Ever. Did y'all see this? Question mark. And link to the story.
You see a hand come out from like under a blanket on a bed. And it like kind of like slaps around like trying to find the phone. Grabs the phone, opens it up. Another flood.
Dante texts back. Okay, when are we meeting?
And then I think in the next scene, we see the apartment building from last episode. We see there's like police tape set up in the area. There's also police tape set up across this broken window. But we see the 3 of you arrive. Do you all arrive together or do you arrive separately?
I think we arrived separately.
I agree.
Okay. Who arrives first?
I arrived first and I'm on my bike and my bike has like a basket in the front of it.
Perfect.
Just in case you were wondering.
Okay. Do you do anything when you get there? Any sort of preliminary investigation or anything?
I am observing, but I'm also trying to stay like pretty discreet. Like I'm just an onlooker.
Okay.
Because I don't need to know anything else.
Okay. Who's next?
Is it still like in the morning or
I
is
would
this
say
later?
this is next day.
This is the next day.
Yeah.
Like what time of day?
It can be whatever time.
Okay. I'll say it's like mid-afternoon.
Okay.
I am walking from a block away where the bus stop was, and I see Ada looking around at the distance. She notices me walking by. We sort of wave at each other as I'm approaching. I ask, "Have you noticed anything? What have you seen?"
Well, it's very interesting because there doesn't seem to be any water from the ground floor. It's all coming from the 3rd floor apartment.
And I should say by now, like, there is no waterfall of water pouring out of this room.
Okay.
It's kind of dried up now.
But it's, like, clear that there's not any water damage on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Like, and so, like, even just, like, walking around the entrance, like, I can see that there hasn't been. Like, there wasn't any water pouring out of the 1st floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just start pondering. It's like, that's strange. Dante, like, starts saying, that's strange. What could have happened that would only flood from the 3rd floor?
I really don't know. Because if a pipe burst, that would be like, that would start below, right?
I guess not necessarily.
As y'all are having this discussion, you hear in the distance, "Move, bitch, get out of the way," and like just thumping music as Ever pulls up in her van, not discreetly in the slightest. And people look as this gray van pulls up, and she parks it on the side of the street, and a little 5'2" her with her pigtails jumps out as the music turns off, and she runs up to the two of you. So, what's going on?
Ever, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. This is right? This is when we said we meet? I mean, I'm a little, but y'all knew I was going to be late. But like, this is right?
Yes, this is right.
Okay. You're very calm. You take a lot of deep breaths.
Yes. Yes, I do. So it appears that the flooding started on the 3rd floor, and there was no other flooding in the rest of the building.
Have we talked to the tenants yet?
No, we're not actual detectives, so we're just kind of looking around.
Ever shrugs and her eyes widen like, well, maybe I am an actual detective. Like that kind of facial expression.
You don't know me.
Right.
Ada gives her a look like, you're not a detective.
I mean, we might not be able to talk with the tenants, but we might as well walk in and see if there's a concierge or, I don't know, someone to talk to.
Okay. Seems kind of boring, but okay.
Okay. So y'all walk in. Oh gosh, how is this apartment building laid out?
Is it like the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
Little lobby with a manager.
You know what? It is like the
really
Sweet Life
good.
of Zach and Cody. Yes, you walk in and you see it is exactly the set from the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. There is the entrance that kind of steps down into the oval-shaped main part of the lobby. You see the two side paths coming around the side. The concierge desk is over on the right side, stage left.
The level of detail that you're able to give right now on the fly of the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody set is really impressive.
Every
wasn't the
episode,
floor like entirely carpeted in that lobby?
I do remember a lot of red.
And
Yeah.
beige.
Yeah, red and
Yeah.
beige. Yeah, very red, very beige.
And green.
I remember none of this.
You were the
there
one
was
that
an
suggested it.
elevator.
There was an elevator.
There was an
Every
elevator.
episode featured this stage,
Yes.
this set,
Yes.
Stage set.
this stage.
Most of the
set.
shenanigans happened here.
Yes.
I. That's what they do in the theme song. They go,
Oh, I see. This is a sweet life. There is raucous applause as the three of you enter the main characters. Yeah, but you walk in, and what do y'all do?
I immediately ask for Mosby. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll stop.
No, but is Mosby there? Is that the name of the concierge?
Yeah, so Mosby walks up, says, "May I help you?"
What can you tell us about the flood that happened earlier?
Flood? There was no flood.
There was literally water gushing out of a third floor window.
Ever pulls up the link and shows it to him.
And when you pull up the link, you see that the headline has changed to be like domestic violence, break window, police investigate, blah, 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 blah. No mention of a flood.
Interesting.
What happened here earlier?
We had a bit of a misunderstanding with one of our guests. And, well, I'm sad to say that we do have a vacancy now if any of you are looking for an apartment. Should be ready in about a month.
Did they die?
Yes, they did.
In the apartment?
I believe so, yes. I saw them wheel the body out about an hour ago.
And you're this chill?
I get paid very well.
I guess Dante approaches and sort of tries to see, like he asks, like, is there any way we could see the apartment? I know that it'll be, a month before it's ready, but I guess tries to convince him to just see if he can, we can go up.
Like you're an interested party.
Yes.
Very interesting. Sure. Roll a convince. 2d6
Convince.
plus what tags are you going to add to this, Nyx?
Yes, let me check that real quick. I'm going to be using, I don't know if handsome would work for this.
Could.
Oh, you know what?
He's using his swagger.
I'm going with
You don't know what
handsome.
most got going on.
Would luring charm work?
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So handsome, luring charm, maybe professional.
I don't know
Or no?
about professional.
Okay.
But definitely,
So those two.
Yeah, those two, yeah. 2d6 plus 2.
Cool. Let's try this. Got a 7 plus 2, so a 9.
A 9. Mosby, as I guess he is named, kind of like one eyebrow cocks, and he says, Well, it is a little early, but I guess we could be showing the room. But we do require a little bit of a fee to see the room this early. And he, holds out his hand.
I guess Dante, knowing exactly what that means, just sort of, okay, and takes out his wallet, $50 bill or whatever.
Dang, Professor.
I get paid well.
I do not. I don't know.
Maple Valley has very livable wages.
And public transportation.
Yeah, hell yeah. He takes it, pockets it, right this way. Leads you to the elevator, steps in with you, pushes the button, 3rd floor, you go up. Are any of you talking to Mosby as he's taking you up this elevator, taking you to the 3rd floor?
Oh, Ever definitely is.
I think that's for Everett to decide.
Mosby, do you know how to say pocket? Because earlier you didn't say pocket correctly. You said pocket, and that's not actually how it's supposed to be phrased. So I just want to make sure that you know.
I believe that was the narrator saying that I pocketed the money, not saying the word pocket.
Okay, well, you should work with your narrator. How do you have narrator? I should have a narrator. We should all have narrators. Ooh, what would be the narrator of your life if you had to choose a voice? And ding.
Yeah. Ding. And Mosby steps out. Right this way, please. And leads you quickly down the hallway to a room. And you see that this door is also cordoned off by police tape. But Mosby says, don't mind this. He just reaches through, opens the door, and says, with your generous donation, I believe that you'll have 5 minutes.
He doesn't push it. He's like, okay, we'll be quick.
Good. You all step inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You step inside and you see a modest living space, a little kitchenette area, kind of a 1-bedroom apartment, kind of the kitchenette, the living space, small bedroom, small bathroom. And you see just posters. You see all these posters for like movies, like horror movies, giant monster movies. You see like one of those towers of like DVDs. And yeah, you just see kind of this like, it's giving bachelor pad right now. Very bachelor pad. But yeah, you step in and you see this location.
Are there any pictures in the room?
Any pictures in the room will require an investigate check, please.
So here's my thinking. I'm thinking about using... I read that once just as a, like, if I'm looking around the apartment and there are pictures, that I might recognize somebody in the pictures.
Okay, what tag was it?
I've read that once.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
A 12.
A 12.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me everything. I have lived with this man now.
David?
This man is you. Yeah, I think there is a picture of, it's a bachelor page. It's not going to have tons of pictures up. But I think there's a single picture of the guy.
You clearly never went to my brother's house.
There's a picture of this guy kind of put up next to the TV. And you see him, he's like throwing up the peace sign. He has his arm around another guy, and the other guy's making a weird face. It's like 2 buds hanging out.
Do I recognize the buds hanging out? I mean, I rolled a 12, so
You did roll a 12.
Did
so
do
good.
I not learn anything?
Sure. You recognize one of them as Pete Hozimpa. He has come into your store a few times. He's really into horror movies, really into monster movies, so he was looking for anything about...
It's giving Gian.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds like what my bachelor pad would be like.
And it's super dark.
Blackout curtains.
Yeah,
Racks of Blu-rays. Great.
Okay, so yeah. Pete Hozimpa, he's really into kaiju, monster movies, horror movies. Comes in sometimes like looking for books on the directors, on like the history of these movies. But yeah, it's Pete.
He's an interesting character.
But is he the one who died, or?
Very, very interesting.
I think one of you, like, there's like mail on the counter, and like you look through it and it's like all addressed to Pete Hozimpa, Mr. Hozimpa.
Okay.
Is there a safe?
Is there a safe? Trying to think if you would have any like interesting information. I can't think of anything that he would keep in a safe, so I'm gonna actually know your yes and.
Okay. Ever walks up to the window. Is it still wet? Like, is the carpet wet there?
Interesting. As you're walking across the floor, you can hear your boots or your white tennis shoes squishing into the soggy carpet. It's very wet.
Okay.
What kind of domestic violence dispute has wet carpet?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like Mosby said, it was a domestic dispute. So someone died. I would say someone else killed them. And Dante, as he puts the envelopes down, starts looking around, and I'll say he's investigating to see if he can see any like signs of an altercation or like maybe figure out what happened.
Yes, roll and investigate. 2d6 plus what?
Unfortunately, I don't think I have anything to investigate, so that's just +0.
+0. Before Gian rolls, we do have a mechanic called help and hurt points. If you didn't necessarily want to roll your own investigate roll, or maybe if you even did, but you could use your help or hurt points. I don't know why you would want to hurt him at this point, but you could describe yourself assisting Dante while he's doing this, and then give him, I think at this point we would all only have one help point. But if you wanted to, you could give that one help point to Dante before he rolls this. Would anyone want to describe themselves helping Dante before he rolls and use that help point on him?
I only have a hurt point.
Oh, she hates Dante.
Sure, I'll help.
Okay. How are you helping him?
By giving him the answers. No.
I read this as a book once. Here's the answer.
Right. No, I think that we have worked together in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And so we both, not that we have, this unspoken language, but, I know what he's getting at, and so I'm going to start, looking as well.
Okay.
2 sets of eyes.
Cool. Go ahead and erase that help point, and Gian, roll with a +1.
I got a 6 + 1. That's 7.
You saved him. Okay, you get a 7. You get to ask me one clue
That he can lie about.
that I can.
Oh, no.
I cannot lie about it. Don't put that out there.
You do.
I can expose you to danger, or make the clues fuzzy, incomplete, or half true. Or I can ask you a question as well.
Okay.
That was go ahead and try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an open book.
Okay. So I'll say that Dante is looking around and notices maybe some glass on the floor, but not not the window. The window's fine. Mm-hmm. Well, is the window fine? Because it could be on the, I don't know.
Okay, so the window is busted.
Because it flooded, so I would say water came out from the window.
Yeah, so we've already described it.
Oh yeah,
there's
I'll say there's glass inside.
There's glass inside.
That's what's strange.
Yes, and yes. There is glass inside, and kind of not near the window. As you remembered whenever you first read this article, the flood kind of pushed up against the window, broke the window, spilled out into the street. So all the glass should theoretically be outside. But there's not. You see some shards of glass near the couch. And of course, like all American furniture, it is pointed towards the TV. So you see this glass shattered next to the couch.
Is it in front of the couch? Or to the side of it, or
in front of it?
In front of it. Okay. That is so strange. I guess Dante points it out. Why is there glass inside the apartment if the water pushed against it? Could someone have come in from the window? But we're on the 3rd floor.
But there is a fire escape.
Oh. Kind of look out the window. I don't know.
Sure, you look at the window, there's a fire escape.
No,
there's always a fire escape.
Yeah, they could have easily broken it. So I guess I just pose. Yeah, Dante just poses that he thinks the person just broke in from the window.
I thought you were just saying he walks over to the glass and he cocks his hip out, points down the glass look at what I found. But he poses the question.
Yes.
But whenever he said he poses, I was immediately
proposes
he's
the question.
Voguing.
Yeah.
He's over here voguing on this glass. Oh man.
Ever's going to whisper to herself, oh man, it'd be really great if we had a plastic bag right now. Hey Ada, can you open the 3rd drawer to the left of the sink?
Sure.
Inside is a Zebediah bag.
There are several Zebediah bags inside this drawer.
We should grab a couple of those and put the glass in them because we're going to have to leave soon.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Dante quickly picks up one of the Zebediah bags, bends over and picks up some of the glass. Maybe cuts his finger as he does that, but like no blood like oozes out. No one really notices. It's just like a little detail.
You good?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. I kind of want to look around. What?
I've been trying to think of how to, because you rolled a 7 through 9, so I've been trying to think of like what consequence I can give you, and I just thought of it. I'm going to expose you to danger.
Okay,
it's going to happen in a little bit. But
okay,
yes.
cool. Yeah.
Okay. With that information, Ever is going to open up her backpack for you to put the glass in. Do you do so?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Then
What?
she zips up. It just took you 7 years to answer. She zips up the bag, puts on her backpack, and she's wanting to look around, but I don't really want to do like another investigate roll because that feels too repetitive.
I mean, yeah, you added to a
Yeah,
story. You got the Zebediah bag.
We got a name. We
Yeah.
got a glass.
And is that what?
I think this was productive.
Okay, so Mosby pokes his head back in through the police tape and says, "Your 5 minutes are up now."
I guess Dante goes out first.
Okay.
Starts talking to him and says, like, upon second thought, I am not interested in the apartment anymore. But thank you for the tour.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but with your $50 down payment, it seems that you must sign these papers to eventually take residence. And your investigation has exposed you to danger, and that danger is that now you have to buy this apartment. So I would like you to roll
that's fine.
I want you to roll a face danger against a eventual tendency 2.
Eventual tendency 2?
Yes.
Oh no. What can I do to protect myself from
I
this?
thought it was TO,
I mean,
but
would I-
TWO.
Would I be able to use the like tags to sort of convince them otherwise, or
Sure.
try to? Okay, so I'll use luring charm. I guess enhance them again. Worked before. So those two, and I'm rolling.
Okay.
So I should be at a power of 0 at this point, right?
Well, so
So
this
it's-
is you rolling against it. So if you fail, you will take this status
Oh,
of eventual
I see.
tendency 2.
Okay, so I have a power of
at
2.
at a tier 2. So yeah, so you're rolling against with a power of 2.
And I got that's an 8 plus 2. That's a 10.
Damn it. Okay.
I already have an apartment.
Okay, so he hands you these papers. How do you get out of this?
Dante just talks to him and says, I think it would be a little negative towards the reputation of this apartment complex if police were to find out that you let 3 strangers into this apartment. So I will not be signing that. And I guess that's it.
Okay. And Mosby slowly retracts the contract. Very well. You go down to the first floor,
But I keep
assume.
the 50.
Yes, Everett?
I would like to roll for Ever to stay back, to hide in there and stay back.
Oh, well then, Ever, please roll a sneak around. Are you letting anyone know that you're doing this?
No.
Okay, then I would say no one can help or hurt you with this. So go ahead and roll a sneak around for me. 2d6 plus what?
Not where you thought I'd be.
Ooh, interesting.
And place to hide.
Okay.
12.
Oh my gosh. Okay. you disappear. Oh yeah, so you stand back and Mosby walks the two of you up to the front. And again, we see the set of Zach and Cody. You walk up the steps, you exit, and Mosby throws the papers down the desk, crosses his arms, and humps. And then we have the audience cheers again, and we see like the end credits from Zach and Cody start to roll. And then we go back up to Pete's apartment. What are you doing in Pete's apartment, Ever?
Does anyone come in?
Ooh, does anyone come in? I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Okay. Let me do it like this, because I've yucked two of your yums. So you're waiting back, seeing if anybody is coming. You start to hear of a cell phone.
Where is it? Oh, runs to the corner, picks it up.
Okay.
It had fallen under the couch.
It had fallen under the couch. Perfect. You pick up this phone, and you see a text from... It just says Hoyt, and it has like a heart and a like little movie reel emoji next to it. But you can't see what it says because he has his messages on private.
Of course he does. Come on. She throws the cell phone in her backpack, grabs the stack of mail, and throws that in her backpack.
Okay.
And jumps out the window.
Okay. Are you like jumping down to street level, or are you jumping to the fire escape? Are you jumping across the street? Where are you jumping to?
She jumps onto the fire escape, then like doesn't take the stairs, just like jump and then another hop, if you will, to the second, and then down to street level.
Okay. I think you get down to street level right as your two companions are walking out, and you hear the fading music of Zach and Cody behind you as the door closes, and you land on the ground next to them.
Hey guys.
Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 2 of Misconceptions Maple Valley Chronicles. I'm your host, David White, and welcome to the mid-roll. And we are going to get some show notes, housekeeping stuff out of the way so you can get back to this very early 2000s coded Disney sitcom coded episode. First and foremost, what I'm going to spend most of my time today talking to you about is our Patreon. As you may or may not know, we are a extremely tiny network of currently one show, and we are fully funded by the generous monthly donations of our patrons on Patreon. They give us the ability to pay our hosting fees, to pay for the website where I can grab these awesome sound effects and ambiance that you hear in the background of our episodes. And at one point in time, our patrons also made it able for us to pay our performers, our players, my friends, $5 for every hour that we spent recording. Of course, when we took a hiatus and we used to have more than one show, and now we don't have more than one show, we only have one show. Anyways, our Patreon support has fluctuated, as, it would and should. It's not a... that's how it works. That's just the path of a Patreon-supported show. But I'm wanting us to get back to $300 a month, because at $300 a month, we can pay for all our hosting fees, our SFX, our ambiance, all of that. But I can also afford to sustainably pay our performers $5 for every episode that they help us record. And I really want us to be able to do that, because I don't want to be a network that freeloads off of the efforts and talents of our players, because we have a lot of awesome players, and I think they should be recognized for that, both on this podcast and in other podcasts that we may or may not have coming in the future. So I just want to say thank you to our players by paying them, because when you give up your time, I think you should get rewarded with something. So anyways, back to our Patreon. If you like our show, if you like our players, if you want to support our show, please go click the link below to give to our Patreon. Now, you might be asking, but David, what levels do you give on Patreon? I don't really have that much money to spend. How much money do I have to spend to fund your show? Well, the good news is you don't have to pay that much at all. In fact, let me go through the different tier levels that we have. We have a $1 a month level, and this is just the way Patreon works. Is it just takes it out of your account? I think there's like a little bit of a charge that Patreon puts on there, but it's not a lot. I don't think. What is it, like 20%, 10%, maybe? I don't know. It's going to be a couple of cents more than just $1 for any of these, but at $1, it's just drop in the bucket. You might be thinking, well, what's the point of even giving $1 a month? If all of our listeners gave $1 a month, we would be at the $300 a month level. That's the truth. So when you don't turn your nose up at the $1 level, because even though that's the bare minimum, if each one of our listeners just paid $1, we'd be at our $300 a month level. So maybe, I don't know, maybe do that. Maybe consider giving $1 a month. But if you're wanting to get some recognition for what you give to our network, try the $2 a month level, because at the $2 a month level, I give a little shout out in our little mid-roll, so people know that you are a super fan, like a Superman or woman, or a super them, if you're non-binary. But at $2 a month, you get a shout out from me, and I will probably butcher your name, and it will be embarrassing for me. But hey, maybe it'll be funny for you to listen to me not know how to say your name or say something stupid. And you'll be like, oh, that David, he's such a ham. And then you'll turn into Velma from the 1970s Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated show. So that's $2 a month. At $5 a month, this is a sweet spot. This is actually my favorite tier, because $5 a month, that's not going to break a bank. That's like buying yourself a Route 44 Dr. Pepper with cream and vanilla. That sounds really good. But that's like buying one of those drinks a month. That's not a lot. But at the $5 a month level, you get the shout out, and you get access to our Misconceptions After Hours content. And that might sound more sultry than it needs to be, but really that's just like, you get access to our early release episodes. You get the ability to listen to all of Season 1 of Maple Valley Chronicles right now, along with our Geek Out During the Credits, along with any other special episodes or content that we release just for our patrons. The $5 a month level get access to that. And that's pretty sweet. I think the $5 a month, if I was going to give, I would give $5 a month, because you get a bunch of extra stuff. And if you're tired of waiting for the next episode to drop, there you go. You can just binge the whole season, why don't you? And then we have our $10 level. Now, our $10 level is currently the highest pledge level we have. And at the $10 level, you get access to all the early stuff. You get access to full seasons before everybody else. You get access to the cool content that we release just on our Patreon. You get your shout out, where I will probably butcher your name. But also, you get to participate in a monthly book club with myself and other members of the podcast network and other patrons. So far, this is very early on. We started doing this to celebrate like Misconceptions Maple Valley, because they're the Book Club Conspiracists. So now we're doing a book club of our own. But we have read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. We read Legends and Lattes by Travis Baltrey. I think that's who wrote that one. That was a fun one. I really liked that one. And then currently we're reading Buffalo Hunter And I can't remember who that's by, but it's absolutely terrifying, and it's such a soothing read to read about before I go to bed every night. And now that I'm telling you this, I don't think I've scheduled oops, patrons, I don't think I've scheduled for this month's book club meeting, so I need to probably go do that very soon. But anyways, we meet up, we read a book. There's like, it's no pressure, dude. If like you only finish half the book, you can still come and you can still hang out and eat snacks and talk about books and just be nerdy with us. It's a cool way to build community, and it's easy, and it also supports reading and literacy, which is cool. And I think that's something we need more of, is literate communities reading books and talking about books together. But also, it also supports, like, we really say, like, hey, go support your local library, go support your local bookstore, like, go get your books from these places, not from Amazon, not from big chains, not from Barnes & Noble's, Books A Million, anything like that. Support local bookstores and libraries and stuff. And, if you like reading books, maybe read books with us for $10 a month, eh? And those are our levels on Patreon. And, if you could give to us on Patreon, that'd be great. It would really help us out. You don't have to give. If you just want to listen to our show, that's cool, man. I love it that you're here. I love it that you're listening to our nerdy show. But if you want to support us financially, please give to us on Patreon. And that is it for our show notes. I'll let you get back to the action, back to this episode. And I hope that you have fun listening to the rest of this episode.
Dante hadn't noticed that she wasn't around, so he just like sort of jumps. I mean, it was nice while I laughed at it. He sort of like jumps. Don't scare me like that.
Well, I've got to get back to my store. So, do we want to meet up this evening? Regular time?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, sounds good.
I hop on my bike and head to my shop.
Okay.
I hail a taxi. Do something.
Okay.
I jump in my van and start trying to find... we don't have to do this yet, but I start trying to find Pete on like Facebook and stuff to see if I can figure out his birthday and like type in like his birthday as his passcode. And
yes, we have rolled so much investigate, but this definitely sounds like an investigate move. So go ahead and roll an investigate. 2d6 plus what?
Absolutely nothing.
no, actually. Okay, so she starts to do that and then is like, oh, listeners, Ever is a nursing student and is currently in her internship residency phase and works at a family private practice. And she instead logs into the private practice EHR to see if he happens to be in that database.
Very interesting. So this would just be for that family practice.
Yes.
Okay. So looking up Pete, seeing if he's in there. Sure.
Because my tag is family practice access.
Heck yes, I love it. Roll it.
Okay. I got a 7.
A 7. So what question are you going to ask me?
Is he, in our system, is he tied to any family members? Or who his emergency contact is?
Oh, very clever.
Very clever, Ever.
Yeah, sure. Pete Hozempa is in there, and his emergency contact is listed as Hoyt Holdeman.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, what happens?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to hold on to that consequence until I can think of something.
Cool.
Yeah, something.
Ever sends a text in the group. To discuss tonight, Hoyt Holdenson.
And the little asterisk test that says Holdeman, Holdiman.
Holdi. What?
Man.
Man, man.
Oh, okay.
Holdeman. Okay. And then we transition from Ever to whom? Do we transition to later that night? Do we see a little bit of y'all's personal lives? What do we see?
Sure. My slow day, so I don't have a lot of classes to teach today, so I just go home. And you see that Dante lives in a sort of average apartment by himself, also very dark, not too different from his office with the amber lighting and everything, just a little darker than you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, well, no, because I did say something about him making a phone call. Maybe we can continue that. The dude that I called was Cole. I have a name for them. Cole. Yeah, let's say he comes into the apartment as I'm there. Dante's there grading books, grading homework.
Okay.
And you hear a knock on the door. Dante approaches the door and opens it up.
Okay. You see Cole there. He is a young man. And I guess he would still be dressed in like his scrubs. And we see like on his left breast it says Maple Valley Blood Bank. And he holds up a Zepidol bag, and we see these little vials of blood. He says, I got what you ordered. You got the money?
And Dante starts again looking for in his pockets. No, give me one moment. I'll be right back. Goes in, looks for his wallet, comes back and just hands it over, and says, like, you can count it over. You know, I'm always good though. Yeah.
He takes it. He says, I don't mean to pry, but it's just a little weird, you know. What do you need this for anyway?
Well, you know, part of class and all, sometimes you have to give very visual and practical presentations. A little bit of blood comes in handy every now and then.
And Cole nods. Yeah. Well, far be it from me to question you. Your pay's good. You pay a livable wage. And he says, all right, well, see you, Doc. And then he walks away.
Okay. And I immediately go take the Zepidol bags and refill my little canister.
Okay. Dope. Ada, what's happening at the Kindled Nook?
So it's a slower afternoon. She is tidying up, as seems to be all she does. Very therapeutic for her. She pulls up a purchase history on her computer for Pete. She's wanting to just kind of see, she like can't remember the last time he came in, so she's like looking up the last time he came in and just trying to see if there, like, she knows that he liked a particular genre of books, but she's trying to see if there was like anything that like would correlate with how he supposedly died.
Interesting.
I don't quite know what I'm like. I mean, I know what I'm wanting to accomplish, but like, I guess it's an investigate.
Well, yeah, it would be up to me, the MC, to decide kind of what move it is.
Oh.
Well, no, this is something we should establish. Like, you as the players don't get bogged down by mechanics. Like, you say what your character wants to do, and then it's up to me
to figure out the mechanics.
do the
Got
rules. So don't get bogged down by mechanic. You say what you want to do, and then I have to work it out with the mechanics. This would be a good investigate roll. Well, you know what? Pause. This could very easily be a montage move.
Okay.
So let's go back a little bit. Dante, with your scene, what do you think you were doing? Were you giving attention to one of your Logos themes? Were you working the case and getting clues? Were you exploring your mythos? Were you preparing for your next activity? Or were you recovering from your last activity?
I'll say I'm giving attention to my expression theme.
Okay.
And
this
it's called Bloody Finger Looking Good.
That is a great title. But giving attention only works for your Logos themes.
Never mind. What am I doing then?
So if you wanted to add to your mythos, you would explore your mythos. You tell everyone at the table which mystery you explore and how you do it. You gain one clue with a method and a source based on your description. You mark attention on your mystery's theme. So you have mysteries for your mythos. Like, you do not fully understand what your mythos is. What is it doing? Your mythos questions, or your mysteries, I should say, are the shadows the only place for me? And if I stop now, what was it all for? If you explore your mythos, you would choose one of those mysteries. Tell me, how are you investigating the question? How are you getting to the bottom of that question that Dante has? And we can kind of backward engineer it, because I thought of this being a montage move. Sure. We start doing it.
Still would like to do that.
Yeah.
If I stop now, what was it all for?
Okay.
Maybe he like ponders about what. Well, maybe I don't know. Are the shadows the only place for me? That to me is more about is bad business the only thing I can do? Do I have?
Yeah.
So maybe I explore that by trying this new thing that I'm doing, which is not getting blood from people. Maybe I've lost control in the past and I'm trying new things. So this blood bank thing is more recent.
Okay.
So maybe I'm exploring that.
Okay.
Would that make sense?
Yeah. So are the shadows the only place for me?
Yeah.
Like you said, you lost control once. You took blood from a living human person, so now you're trying to figure out how to get blood in a sustainable way. And so you get one clue. All right, yeah, I think we can work it. So we're backwards engineering this, but I think your clue was the blood delivery. And your question is, are the shadows the only place for me? And your clue, you use it as a reverse clue. You establish you get this blood, and it's an item for you. And maybe there is a place for you in the light. Maybe there is a way for you to do what you do in a good way. And maybe that good way is by doing this backdoor dealing. So I think that's how we'll work it. And you get to mark one attention in your finger.
That's my subversion. No, that's my apex predator.
Apex predator. Nice. Now let's go back to the Kindled Nook montage. It sounds like you're working the case.
Yes.
So you get 3 clues with a method and source based on your description. So your method is looking through records. Your source is the Kindled Nook database.
Right.
So 3 questions. What do you want to ask?
So I'm wanting to know the last time that Pete was in and made a purchase.
Okay. Let's say this weekend. So last weekend he was in and bought something.
So he was in on Saturday and he supposedly died on...
I don't know. Give me a day. Give me a weekday.
Tuesday. Great. is there a particular set of books that he has been collecting, like a series?
I've already kind of said, like, he's looking into, like, the monster movies, how they were made, kind of the history behind them. I won't make you use a clue on that one.
Okay. Any books around flooding?
Okay, let me back up. So you asked a question about what types of books, like, is there a specific focus? And I've already said monster movies, all this stuff. But there is or he did buy a book about, like, queer theory.
Okay. What is another good question?
You can also bank this clue.
Okay.
Which means you take one of these little spectrum cards, scribble in one, and scribble in that, you have a clue from the database at the Kindled Nook. And then you could use that clue later to ask me a question or do a reverse clue and introduce something that I then have to tie into the case.
Okay.
Ever, how are you spending this downtime?
I would say that it's kind of reverse engineered for me as well. That, like, when I got into the van, that started my downtime.
Okay.
So I was going to see if I could work the case and count the emergency contact as one clue.
Okay, sure.
And then get 2 other clues, with the source being the practice.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The other 2 things I wanted to know was a birthday and or other significant date.
Yeah, you get his birthday.
Okay. It is going to be 03/30.
He was born on the day we recorded this episode. Happy birthday, Pete. You got murdered.
Oh, gosh. And then I also want to look at his most recent lab work that we got.
Okay.
Is there anything abnormal?
Anything abnormal? You look at Pete's blood work, and his blood work is totally normal. There's nothing weird going on with Pete's blood.
Okay, that's all.
Cool. Okay, little backwards engineered montage, but it works. Do we cut forward to you all coming together?
I'm good with that.
Sure.
Okay. At the Kindled Nook, we see you all sitting in your usual spots. The sign is flipped to closed. What are you discussing?
Okay, so I stayed back whenever y'all left and got a couple things. One, I got his phone, and she, like, puts that on the table.
So you stole things from his apartment? This apartment that was a crime scene for the police?
Well, he's dead, so I don't know if I would count it as stealing.
Yeah, Dante doesn't say anything, but, like, he sort of, like, nods, like, approvingly, like, good.
Guys,
it's okay. They'll never find me.
What is the part of discreet that y'all, like, aren't good with?
Oh, yeah. Was discreet the goal? I was not on the discreet train. Yeah. Anyways, so somebody named Hoyt texted him. I didn't know who that meant, but then I managed to get into my family practice associate health thing, and I found out, one, his birthday is March 30th, 99, and his most recent lab work was normal. And I haven't tried to open the phone yet, but I do have the birthday, so I could try to unlock his phone and read the messages.
Did you tell us that Hoyt was his emergency contact as well?
And I found out that
I mean, you don't have to.
No, I thought I did, but I didn't. His emergency contact is Hoyt Hold the man.
Hold
him in.
Hold him in. His emergency contact is Hoyt Holdeman. Have either of y'all ever heard of ever?
Your name is Ever.
Have y'all heard of Hoyt Holdeman?
Yeah, Dante sort of like folds his arm, folds is that how you call this?
Yes.
Crosses his arms and slumps like lower in the like seat, just sort of in thought. And says, no, I don't think I've heard this name before.
Oh, I did find the phone under the couch too, so that was interesting. And she like just keeps pulling stuff out of her backpack. So she's got like his cell phone now on the table, the stack of mail that she took, the piece of glass in the Zabata bag, and I think that's about it. Oh, and the like record she printed.
I guess Dante not points out, but just is very interested in why like this Hoyt, that's his emergency contact, does not know they're dead. Because they were texting him or calling Pete after they've died. It's like, did they not find out they're the emergency contact? Well, I mean, I guess it's only in that clinic or that so it wouldn't.
But still, you would think.
But yeah,
that
it's
if
like
it's
who?
listed in the
Yeah, who is this
contact.
person?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he says anything.
I mean, if you have the phone, I guess we might as well try to unlock it.
Ever starts typing in birthday, like different variations.
You type in the birthday and unlocks. Oh, 3:30.
Love old people.
This is old. Wow.
25-year-old is old. That's true. I forgot he was 25.
Okay, it opens. She clicks on the messages. What does the message from Hoyt say?
The last message from Hoyt says, "I'm sorry."
She just shows it.
Dante says either Hoyt is not the suspect or he's doing a great job at, I guess, coming up with an alibi or something.
But I'm sorry, wouldn't that be like, sorry I killed you?
I mean, they're dead. I don't know who they're apologizing
I
to.
mean, there's literally any number of things that Hoyt could be apologizing for. So I think assuming that he's apologizing for killing him, you wouldn't text that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I maimed you.
But why would you text it if they're already dead? Like, I don't think that's
Yes,
what it is.
I don't think this person knows about this yet.
Are these like flirty messages? Are these friend messages?
They are friend messages, and you scroll back through, and I guess the text right before that one says, "Sorry I'm late picking up dinner." And the date is the night of the murder.
Okay, so he was supposed to come over.
Or, I mean, I guess they could be just saying, like, maybe like a spiritual goodbye. Like,
well, he's
texting
saying,
him.
so that text message was earlier.
Right.
This text message says, "I'm sorry."
Right.
after the death.
Yeah.
Right.
It was received while Ever was in their apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So a while after the death.
Yeah.
Well, I guess an hour or two.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be either they don't know or it's like they know and it's sort of like a, I don't know, just like a personal thing, like saying a goodbye, like, I'm sorry this happened. I don't know.
I mean, we could call the number.
That does not seem like a good idea.
Is there anything else? Like, is there an address on the contact?
Nope.
You could have investigated. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll have to call.
It seems like a really poor decision right now.
Yeah, Ada's not okay with it. And Ever is like glancing back and forth between the two of them because she's 19 and
They are not.
right, and she's like, Mom and Dad don't agree. What do I do?
Do you have any other suggestions, Ada?
I don't think we have enough information to like start calling people.
I vote for calling. Let's just not use that phone, obviously.
I'm just gonna leave this phone right here open on the contact name, and I'm gonna go get my lavender tea.
I quickly scribble the name and the number.
Good. Do you call that number? Hey.
Yeah, I was like, hey, has your taking a break. Let me just step aside real quick.
You gotta take a smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you take Pete's phone?
No, I don't take Pete's phone. I scribble the number for Hoyt and call from my phone privately.
Okay. You type in the number, push call, and I think we go across town to somewhere else, a dark room, and we see a phone light up. We see like Dante's number on the screen, unknown caller. We see it. Zzz, zzz, zzz. We go back to outside the kindled nook. There's no answer. You get the, hey, this is Hoyt. Leave a message after the beep. I'll get back to you whenever, or I won't. Bye.
Yep, I step back inside, don't say anything.
Okay.
Did he answer?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ever's eyes are big. She's just sipping her tea.
You can sense the tension in the room. You could cut it with a knife. Ever, is it okay if I take the Zap in a bag and with the glass and bring it by the college, maybe talk with one of my colleagues to see if they can do some tests on it?
Yeah, as long as you don't tell Luca.
What is your deal with Luca?
I asked Luca for help. They didn't tutor me, and then they gave me a B. They are not to be trusted.
Because they gave you a fair grade?
Yeah, I sort of step back and stay quiet. I was like, I am not getting involved.
No, Ada, because they didn't help me. I asked for help. I did what I was supposed to do. I did the steps.
Okay. Noted. Look, guys, I think it's probably time to wrap up for the night.
What?
Sounds good, Ada. Goodbye.
Ever is like staring a little bit at, not a little bit, she's just staring at Ada as she like slowly picks up her things. I'm not a thief and I'm not a B student. She zips up her backpack and walks out, does not say bye to you, but does lurk a little bit outside.
Do you leave angrily and then open the door? I was like, what'd you say?
No, she's just looking in the window at Ada.
While Ada is closing the door.
Okay. You go separate ways. Ever, I guess you get into the van.
Eventually.
Okay. You mournfully make your way over to the van. And I think as you're getting like your keys out, you put your hands in your pocket. That's odd. You pull out Pete's cell phone. You don't really remember picking it up. How'd it get there? But you have Pete's cell phone in your hand. What do you do with it?
I call Hoyt.
Hell yeah. We go back to that dark room. We see the cell phone. Zzz, zzz, and then we see a hand reach over and grab the phone, pull it off whatever nightstand it's on, and we hear a voice say, Pete? How? End of episode.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Maple Valley Chronicles. Our next episode will be released on October 20th. Are you on Blue Sky? Well, so are we. You can find us on Blue Sky at misconceptionspod.bsky.social. We also have an email. If you would like to contact us that way, you can email us at misconceptionspod@gmail.com. This show is fully supported by the generous monthly donations of our patrons on Patreon. If you would like to join that elite group of supporters and gain access to exclusive content, please consider joining our Patreon. The Misconceptions theme song and mid-roll song were both composed by Aaron Wharton. You can find out more about his music on www.aaronwharton.com. All other music used in this episode was composed by Christopher Thomas Richardson. You can find out more about his music at www.instagram.com/Christopher Thomas Richardson. Ada Belle was played by Kari White. Professor Dante Nyx was played by Gian Ortiz. Everett Bundt was played by Tessa Wolford. And I'm David White, your Master of Ceremonies. The role-playing game system used in this production was City of Mist, an RPG published by Son of Oak and created by Amit Moshe. And that's it for this week's episode of Misconceptions. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to keep it nerdy, y'all.